Well, I didn't get a whole lot done this morning. It was pouring rain. I did get a lot of emails sent out, a lot of things done. I get the horses entered in the December sale, the fillies, the mares. We had put, see if I can get this right. Howling in the Clouds, Insider Trading. Who else? Pull the Shoes I did put in. I told everybody this. I like Pull the Shoes. I think she's a nice filly, but she is in full the tactical approach, who probably a lot of people are going to be looking for. And we can't keep every horse. So Pull the Shoes is in the sale. And quite frankly, if she doesn't bring... Yeah. I know what she's worth, plus the $12,000 baby minimum in her belly. I'm not giving her away. But I believe it's a very unique market. This is the first time for this sale. The people that put it on are serious buyers. These aren't, there's a lot of Amish people there. And somebody said, I can't believe you're going to sell the horses to the Amish. Just so we're clear.
They're the biggest breeders behind Lexington.
Yeah. The Amish are who bought Punch the Clock and Princess.
And sold Una Madonna, which I know.
And sold Una Madonna. That's right, too.
Yeah.
Those were Amish people, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're pretty heavy into the breeding program. When you're selling a horse like Pull the Shoes, she's not going to be pregnant, delivering mail somewhere in southern Ohio, for the love of God.
Oh, my God.
Well, it's just not. I just need people to understand that. So, Pull the Shoes, Howling in the Clouds, Insider Trading, Purple People Eater, Really Don't Care. I think, is that 6? I think that's 6. Those are the horses that we had put in into the sale. So I had got that concluded today. It's done. The bills. Amy's been working tirelessly on the bills. What's your coat? It's got stuff coming out of here.
I've had this jacket for 7 years.
Okay.
That's why it's now my brown coat.
Okay. The bills will be out tomorrow, right? Amy's projected the bills will be out tomorrow. They won big. The Lake Equine bill, they have to go through and input every data point, which you can imagine is extensive. So tomorrow, Amy has told me she thinks the bills, you have to say it because they don't believe me. They just think you're making faces at me. Tomorrow, right?
I should be done today, and they can be turned on tomorrow. Did we do a tutorial on that yet?
On what? Oh, right. So everybody has to learn. Yes, has to learn. So here's the thing. I didn't realize this. Because the system is set up on... if I get this wrong, if there's a computer person out there saying this guy's an idiot, well, I am. I don't know. I'm not super computer literate, but I know that every month...
Want me to explain it?
Yeah, every month. Hold on. Every month, they have to go in and click each bill to go out. And because you can't send them all out at once, because what had happened was we used to do that, and then we switched, and they started going to spam. Nobody was getting them. So we have to go in and click, and then there's a little check mark comes up. I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's over 900 clients, in the stable.ca. So that's 900 clicks minimum, and it's very tedious. And because of the way it loads, it takes...
It's like 5 at a time, and then that can take like up to a minute for each one.
Yeah, so it's over an hour, 2 hours. So please think of this. We're going to ask everybody to win. Your bills are always on your profile anyway. When you open up the stable, when you win and sign in, your bill is right there. Your bill will be there tomorrow. And
I was thinking too, like maybe we could get Eric to put like a thing like when you sign in and it'll pop up and say your bill is ready.
Yeah, no, that's smart too.
Or
that
like
shouldn't be hard to do. That shouldn't be hard to do. I'll ask him updated. Yeah. You have an updated invoice on here. Yeah, I can ask him to do that. That makes total sense.
And then they can just click on that and they don't have to look for it.
That's smart. Yeah, I'll ask him if he can do that. I did ask him to do something, but that's actually good. So realistically, what we're trying to do is stop the tedious click. Your bills will be on your site, will be on your profile for those you win. Now, there is the odd person that doesn't win to their site, which is their, I know, because we can tell who's been on their profile and not. Some people don't. Maybe we will have to click that for them. But at the end of the day, it would be nice if everybody got into the habit of just looking on the site. But I think that's smart. I'll get Eric to have a thing that pops up when you win or something like that. So those bills should be done tomorrow. Now, the draw today is for the Meadowlands. You guys know that. Memento Mori and Time Is On My Side draw today. the filly goes right to the final.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Tactical Nouns goes right to the final.
Sweet.
Yeah, so there's no elimination for her. She gets to go right to the final. Now on Breeders' Crown night of next week, we have tables for. We have some tables in the. It's called the Pink Lounge, I believe, upstairs, where we sat before. That nice lounge in there. So this came because a couple of clients wanted to know if we were getting seats. We did. I ended up securing, I think, 12 seats on the Friday and a box on the Saturday at the Meadowlands. So I want to make sure that everybody is aware of that. There's only a certain amount of seating, so it will. If you could not do that, that'd be cool. Just kind of show us a little bit. It will be first come, first served. Everybody. Now you also might be saying, Anthony, what are you doing here? Why aren't you at the London sale? We do have people over there at the London sale looking at some horses for us. I'll be completely frank. My preliminary look, we had some people look at horses in a very preliminary fashion, and they thought they were okay. Some of them you just knew were going to sell for too much. We're watching them. And there's some other horses that I looked at that didn't pass what we were looking for. I'm looking at the Harrisburg sale. There's, I think, over 150, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Over 150 Ontario breds there also. So between today, with our scouts there, and Harrisburg coming up, we will have our Ontario breds. Somebody said, I noticed you're missing a pacing colt for Ontario. I should have went a little deeper on that colt in Dave Maneri ended up with him. He looked like a nice colt too in Lexington. Yes, we are short a pacing colt for Ontario. We'll be looking for one of those and maybe another horse or two to fill up some Ontario stuff we're looking to do. This is where I think your scheme would come in. Your idea of the schematic you'd put up were individual buckets. An Ontario pacing colt. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe another Ontario pace
And I would
trotting
just
colt.
have put it at the high range of what you'd pay for one.
Yeah.
And then if you get it for less, then you just get a credit.
Exactly, and that's smart. And I think that's what we will do for Ontario for sure. We know, by the time Harrisburg rolls around, it's really, now we've got to a point where what are we looking for? Very, very structured sale for us. I think Pennsylvania Trotters will be on tap for Harrisburg, which is a good spot because that's where most of them are sold. And that Ontario pacing colt. And maybe I'll make an Ontario trotter bucket also, because we have one trotting colt, one trotting filly. Be nice if we had a couple. If we don't, we don't. But we'll see. If there's over 150 horse in Harrisburg, for sure we'll be able to scoop something up. So that's what's going on, not just with the Ontario sale, but Ontario breds, the yearlings, heading into the last sale or two here in sale season. And that brings us to the buckets in Harrisburg. We'll have them ready for you guys next week, what we're planning to do. I can't believe how many people messaged and said, are you going to have a high-end bucket in Harrisburg? I get it. I love the fact that all of you want to upgrade what we've been doing and what we're trying to do, and I appreciate I appreciate the trust you put in us for doing that. Yes, we will be looking to have a high-end bucket for Harrisburg. We're going to be looking to fill them up, and much like we did in Lexington, it'll be supply and demand, right? If we get a lot of people asking, can we have this? I'll tell you right now, we're going to have a Pennsylvania trotting filly bucket, maybe even a Pennsylvania trotting colt bucket. We'll have that Ontario pacer. We might have a smaller bucket for Ontario trotters, and that will pretty much put together what the sale is and what we need. We have 38 yearlings right now. I told Amy I did not think we were going to get to 50, and I still do not think we're going to get to 50. But it's going to be a very targeted sale for us. Now, a lot of people also asking, Anthony, I saw that Miss Mildred, the filly, is on the site. That's great. Do you have any pictures? We're going to try and get some video and some pictures for you guys this week. Definitely before we leave for Harrisburg, we'll have something on video for you guys for all the horses. The one I thought, did you see the other filly today too? Sweeney's sister. She's really being behaved in the barn. Yeah, they said she's being much better. Well, Sweeney, it only took him about 3 months before you get him into the stall properly.
They're pretty smart.
She's very smart. The Volstead filly. She's on there also.
Oh, what's her name?
Her name is Joe J.
She's
Fotag.
on the site now.
Yeah, she's on the site now. We put her on yesterday. So those two fillies showed up. Anthony, when are the homebreds going to be able to be sold? We'll get to that. I just don't want to overload the site with a bunch of shares for you guys to sell, or for you guys to buy up. We're going to have the Eyes of 10 baby on there. We're going to have Muscle Chrome's baby on there. Want to get, again, what's the point if you guys haven't seen them yet, right? I want to make videos and get some pictures for you guys so you have some content to look at also. Anybody can see the breeding. Show me the horse. And that's exactly what we're going to do for you over the next week or so. So that's a little briefing, a little update on what went on. I should have started with what went on yesterday. Arson was tremendous in victory. 51 winner, 51 and a piece at Corbin. He looked very good. Todd McCarthy drove him great. And then the 2 horses raced in Ontario. Looks like Money was a winner. Looked like he was going to jog, and then feel a couple of little nail biter moments down by the wire. But I don't know whether James just had him shut down and just let him coast, or I assume that's what it looked like to me. And then Yo Mr. Scope's sick and did show some blood. He's going to miss a week for sure. Now, I did tell Harry last night there'll be no more racing those 2 horses together. So Yo Mr. will drop down now, and as he makes his way up to where they're going to pluck him out of those classes and put him in the preferred, then he is likely going to be leaving and going. I would say my first inclination would be the Meadows. I was thinking about Corbin, but again, you're on a desert island. I mean, if you can't do in that open, you can't do. Now you're just stuck in Kentucky. So we'll likely look Meadows first with him. And there's always an option. Daryl had sent me a message yesterday and said, what about Hawthorne in Illinois? The only problem with Hawthorne, unless I'm mistaken, it looks like their opens are going to go for about 10 grand. I certainly can't justify taking Yo Mr. out of Ontario and then sending him to a jurisdiction where he's going to race for $10,000. And if I remember correctly, it's not like they get in every single week either, and that would even make it worse. So that's where we're at right now with everybody. I've been happy. It's pretty hard not to be happy. It's kind of this weird lull, right? The storm of Harrisburg is coming. Trying to get all the stuff from Lexington cleaned up. All the stuff from Lexington cleaned up, so we can just truly gauge where we're at and what is going on. So that's where we're at right now with the stable. As I said, I'm happy with everything going on. I'm not happy with the weather. We didn't get a whole lot to do today, but tomorrow will be a much different situation. So with that, I'm going to let you go. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are. I'll talk to you all very soon.